Do you like ice? Do you like beer? Well, here at the Burnside Ice Company, they also make beer at the Olde Burnside Brewery. Let's go inside where hopefully it's a little bit warmer than the 18-degree weather out here where they make this stuff.
The original company was Burnside Ice Company, founded in 1911. We have our own water source here on property that we used to make our ice with. In the 80s, we put these giant spigots in the front, and we noticed some people filling these 5-gallon buckets up with water. And we're like, what are you doing? We're like, oh, we're home brewers. This water makes fantastic beer. We decided to look into start doing a brewery about 95. We had all these investors lined up in Manhattan, and we decided to do it ourselves. We bought a brewery out of Sheridan, Wyoming, trucked it all here in the middle of winter of 2000. The gentleman was just kind of getting ready to retire, and we brought it all here. It was 4 flatbed trucks and a full tractor trailer full of equipment. Showed up in the middle of February and freezing cold, much like today. We rigged it all ourselves, we set it all up ourselves, brewed our first batch June of 2000 and shipped our first keg November 22nd of 2000. So we just turned 10 years old.
I'm 27 now, so we started the brewery when I was 17, when I was a senior in high school. So it was pretty exciting. And my brother, myself, and my father have just been building it up ever since. I pretty much do a lot of what needs to be done, getting orders together. I do some sales. I deliver a majority of the beer, I'd say, that we put out here.
Everything's a learning process, having issues with kegs and bottling. We do growlers here, so it's a different package than most people do. You kind of live and learn as we wish we had a little bigger space when we put the brewery in here, but we make do with what we have. We're in an old ice house. The building was built in 1933. It was founded by my great-grandfather Albert in 1911. The original ice pond was right up the street from our current location. The water source that we use here actually fed the aquifer that he used to cut the blocks off of.
We believe that's a big part of what makes our 10 penny dirty penny. Why it's so good, so fresh.
We're about half our capacity right now with what we sell. The space kind of lends to the charm of the place. We're one of the last block ice plants in New England. There's only 3 of them altogether. We utilize a lot of the ice company refrigeration in the brewing process. We have a bunch of glycol for the ice house that's at 18 degrees, and we can go from boil to fermentation temp from 212 to 70 in 20 minutes. A good friend of ours owns a big bar here in Hartford, and we would do test batches until we got to where we wanted 9 out of 10 people in that bar to say we like this beer. And so it's really malty, so it's not super hoppy. We like the fact that it is accessible to everybody, men, women, animals. Animals.
They just go down so easily, easy session drinking ales. None of our beers are high hopped at all. They're just more malty. A lot of people ask us if we're going to make an IPA, and it's like, no, we really don't need to right now. Just everything we make just goes right out the door.
We call them traditional ales with a Scottish twist. Our flagship is our 10 penny ale. It's a traditional Scottish ale, very malty, malt forward tradition. They couldn't grow any hops in Scotland. It's about 5.7%, very nice session beer. We'll make our Dirty Penny Ale, which is a black and tan. Take our 10 penny, we mix it with a California style stout, it's a dry roasty stout. Beer almost tastes like a porter. That's 5.2%, incredibly drinkable. During the spring and summer, we make a Belgian Scottish wit called Penny Wise. Traditional Belgian wit, we pulled all the coriander out of it, and we make heather tips. We use heather tips in the brewing process. We finish with orange, so it starts with a nice orange aroma, and it's got a really nice tea flavor at the end. Our 10 penny reserve is our Scotch Wee Heavy. That's our high-end beer, very malty, 9.2%. Won the silver medal at the Great International Beer Fest in 2009. And then this year we came out with Amazing Grace Ale, which is our 10 penny reserve we aged in Stranahan's whiskey barrel for 8 months, and that turned out fantastic, our first barrel-aged beer.
My great-grandfather used to say, good beer costs a nickel, but a great beer costs 10 pennies.
So there was a misfortunate happening where the locking nut for the door fell into the grain bucket. Now they got to dig it out from the very bottom of the other barrel, one step at a time.
2 weeks ago. trying to kind of create a vacuum so our stuck mash would work, but kind of lost this piece in one of the grain barrels, so I had to go digging after it. But you know, I guess part of the job. I'd also suggest anyone looking to get into it know that it's not that glamorous a job, but it's well worth it if you love doing it. So, and I love it, so that's why I'm here.
Very Scottish. We sponsor bagpipe bands. We sponsor a rugby team. We put a huge Celtic music festival on here in Connecticut. We get about 30,000 people. It's the last Saturday in September every year called Pipes in the Valley. We attend a lot of events. I do beer fests from Maine to New York, you know, in Denver. We ship beer out to Denver for GABF every year.
It's just really cool being a family business, and when we're out there at beer fests and events, it means so much when people come up to us and say, oh, you know, we love Campanilla, we're huge fans, and it just makes you feel really good that they're actually affecting people's lives in some sort of capacity.
You know, I think we make really fantastic beers with a twist, and you know, nothing is like Campanilla out there. I've never had a beer like it.
The Olde Burnside Brewing Company, another great stop on the Connecticut Beer Trail. If you're in the Hartford area, stop on by and grab a growler. Their beer is fantastic, and I really recommend the 10-penny ale. Thanks for watching the Brewery Show. Until next time.
Of course, from like Braveheart, we got the Claymore sword here. You know, instead of putting out a knee on the bar, as we hang this up above the bar, and you know, if a patron at the bar gets too out of hand, the owner can just take it down and threaten them. So, yeah.
You're enjoying the Brewery Show, right? Well, I'm glad. It's kind of hard for us because, look, it's a dangerous business. Danger, men brewing. Well, if you want to support us, make sure you're following us on Facebook, Twitter, downloading our podcast, and checking out our website, breweryshow.com.
What about Facebook?
I just said Facebook.
What about Twitter?
At Brewery Show.
What about Orkut?
Never even heard of that.
So what about Google?
I give up.